This video is about installing IntelliJ Idea on Windows. Just to be clear, this is not a true Windows system in the sense that it's running on a Mac in a virtual machine, but this shouldn't really change much in the installation process. So I'm starting off with quite a clean system and the browser which is in guest mode, so I'm not using anything that might have been here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first search for IntelliJ Idea. I never can remember uh, what the web address is, so here we go. JetBrains is the correct place. So I'll just click the download link here. So there we go. Let me accept the cookies. Now, I don't want the ultimate. This is the paid version. It only comes with a free 30-day trial, after which it will start nagging you. So we'll go down here to the IntelliJ Community Edition, which should be sufficient for all practical purposes. So we are going to download the executable version. Here we go. Now the download should start. It's going to, so it's not a very small download. It's about 600 megabytes. If you have a quick connection, it takes roughly a minute. So rather than waiting, I'll just pause the video until that is completed. And the download is complete. Now, this is what should normally happen. The download should start automatically. If it doesn't, as it says right here on the page, you could try clicking this link, and that should do the download. Now, you don't really need to fill this out to get started. It's just to provide them with information. So I'll skip that. Now that I have the installation file here, I'm just going to click on it. It's going to take a short while, and then the installation process should start. I always think that these things should immediately be showing something on the screen. Okay, so the dialog showed up. It says, do I want this app to make changes to your device? Yes, please, thank you. So then I do next, next. In here, do I want a desktop shortcut? Yeah, okay. Do I want to update the context menu? This is what appears in the Windows Explorer when you right click. Do I want open folder as a project? Not really. Do I want to update the path variable? No. Do I want to create associations, which means when I click any of those files, it should open IntelliJ Idea. Let's do it only for .java files for now. These can be modified later. But anyway, next, start menu, put it under there, and go. So this shouldn't take too long, but I'm going to pause the recording until it finishes. Now it's done. It has Run IntelliJ Idea Community Edition checkbox. So let's check that and hit finish. Now, we did not install Java on our machine first. So that was not a mistake. That was by decision or deliberate because we don't need to. It can ask for this, so we're just going to say do not import settings. We don't have any other settings to import from anywhere. I'm just going to minimize the browser window. I don't need that anymore. Okay, so here we go. IntelliJ Idea is running. Now, I'll try to start a new project. We're not done yet. So it says, oh, detecting JDK. Ah, uh, so now, funnily enough, there is a previous version of JDK here, but normally when you're starting fresh, it won't be there. So you can just hit download the JDK, which will bring you over here. Now it will give you a list of possible JDKs. As it turns out, by the way, JDK just stands for Java Development Kit, which is what you need to have on your computer to write and compile and run Java programs. So there is a newer version. Unless you have a very specific need to use an older version, it's a good idea to get the latest. So I'm going to get version 20. I'm just going to hit download. Now, just a few years ago, you would have had to go and download it yourself and then show the integrated development environment where exactly your Java development kit is. Not the case anymore. This does this for you. It did the download and it did. Now I have version 20. Okay, so as the language, Java should be selected. Build system is IntelliJ. We don't want to mess with these yet. The location, it's going to put it under Idea projects. If you're wondering what this tilde means, that's your home directory on the disk. So it's a good place as any. Now we need a name for the project. We will just call it Hello World because oh, well, we have a previous one. Hello World again. Let's make the name. Okay, so it's going to go under Idea Projects Hello World again. And I wanted to add sample code. And then I'm just going to hit create. Now it's going to create the Hello World project. A couple of things will happen. Now, as you can see, it's loading the project. Now it asks download pre-built shared indexes. I'm going to hit always download. Microsoft Defender configuration. Please do that automatically for me. Thank you. Okay. So, okay. So here is, it just added example code with some comments in there. So as elevator that executable, I'll say yes to this. All right. Now I'll just now this doesn't seem to be okay yet. Now it couldn't fix Microsoft Defender. Shouldn't be much too important. Now, what I'll do is I'll wait for this thing down here to complete, because normally I expect uh, something like a play sign to appear up here, and this play sign to be highlighted. Uh, so that hasn't happened yet. Okay, I'll just hit build. I'll say build project. Let's see if the build works. Aha, the build is okay. It's processing. That well, it's not going to be this slow forever. Just the first time around. Now that it came to its senses, it completed all the background tasks it was doing. You see the play sign here is highlighted, and this one also is. Now by hitting this, it's going to run this program on the screen. Uh, Here we go. And here is the output. So if you can see this output right here, which is what this program is supposed to print, uh, well, your IntelliJ has been successfully installed and is operational.